Click the link below to get the ebook Looks Don't Matter, 7 Ways to Attract Women Without Your Looks, or go straight to mr.locario.com right now to get your copy today. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, hey, Mr. Locario, I have a question about cold approaching. We generally have the following situations. 1, we see a woman walking fast coming towards our direction. 2, we see a woman walking in front of us, same direction as we are headed. We see a woman standing still somewhere. And then we also see at the last minute a woman that passed by and now is a bit further away. I wanted to ask you, what do you take into consideration before approaching? To be more specific, if I see a woman walking towards my direction, I look at her as she comes my way. And if I notice that she keeps looking ahead with a fixed gaze, perhaps trying to avoid eye contact, I don't approach. But I notice that most times this happens, even though I think the woman never really checked me out. So she does not really know how I look. Am I right to avoid approaching in such cases, or should I take something else into consideration? Again, on the same question, different example, there's the case if I approach a woman that is standing still either at the street or at a shop, or I am next to her walking in the same direction, should I expect to see some positive reaction as I look at her before actually approaching her? If she tries to avoid my gaze, should I avoid engaging with her? In the case you see a woman further away that has passed by and I noticed her last minute, should I, if, for example, run towards her to catch up to her and talk, or is that considered needy? Also, do you check her hands to see if she has an engagement ring before approaching? I guess the concern here is that if a woman finds someone attractive, wouldn't she make it unconsciously obvious when approaching? Basically, what I do is first I look at her, and then based on her reaction, I decide if I should approach. If she avoids eye contact or looks serious, I interpret it as her not wanting to be approached, so I don't do it. What do you think of this? I'm aware of other dating coaches that recommend choosing signals and give a whole set of rules for not approaching. For example, if a girl wears a hat because she does not want to be approached, so don't approach her. If a girl wears headphones, she does not want to be bothered, so don't approach. If a woman is talking on the phone, walking on the street, she does it to avoid being approached. If a girl seems like she does not want to be approached, then don't approach. Don't approach in the gym because you are visible from all the mirrors and appear thirsty to all other women there, etc. And the end result is I overthink so much in the end and I don't approach at all. All right. So, So basically you're asking all these questions about what you should do when it comes to approaching. And mainly what I'm seeing here is this, and this is what a lot of guys do. A lot of y'all are looking for women to give you choosing signals or for women to give you a cue in order for you to approach, right? And what I want to tell you is that you have to stop doing that. Okay, stop waiting for women to look at you, check you out, give you eye contact. Don't wait for anything. If you see a woman you want to approach, you approach her. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of guys think that if a woman isn't giving them any eye contact or the woman is not checking them out, that means that she won't be interested. But what you don't understand is you're not going to know if she's interested unless you actually approach. You understand? Because sometimes what happens is you be walking down the street, you doing your thing or whatever, and the woman is not paying attention to you. Now, she's not paying attention to you because she's not interested. She's just not paying attention to you because she's in her own world. See, what you have to understand is that there's sometimes where women will check guys out that they think are physically attractive. And what they'll do is that they won't make it that obvious. Like, women are very good at checking you out really quick and where you wouldn't even know. You understand? And then she keeps it pushing. Or there's times where she's just not really paying attention to you. You understand? You could be a guy that she might think is attractive physically, but she's not necessarily paying attention to you because she's just walking, doing her thing, thinking about what she got to do for work, whatever the fuck it is, right? So what do you do in these situations, right? Where, you're talking about all these scenarios of like, she's coming towards you, she's not looking at you, all this other stuff, right? All you need to do is when you see a woman that you want to approach, you approach her. And that's it. It's really that simple. Now, this is the thing. This is the key, right? What you have to understand is, and I know some of you guys hesitation, you're like, oh, but if she's not, giving me any signs, that means that, she's probably not going to be interested and she's going to reject me and all this other stuff. Yes, there are going to be women who are going to reject you. That is part of the game, whether she's checking you out or not, right? But what you have to understand is that a lot of times you guys are out there waiting for choosing signals. But you have to understand, and I've said this before, women are going to choose you for real in the interaction. You understand? So if you're sitting around waiting for choosing signals, let's say you're chilling at the park, you're walking around, do whatever you do, and you're like, I'm not going to approach any girl until she looks at me or gives me eye contact or check me out or whatever. So let's say you have a girl, like she's obviously checking you out, right? So you're like, oh, good. Now I can go approach this girl. So she's giving you the quote unquote choosing signals. But guess what? When you go and approach her and talk to her, she has to choose you all over again because she has to see how the interaction goes. Do you understand? She has to see if the vibe is there. She has to see if she likes the sound of your voice. She has to see if she likes your vibe. She has to see if she likes what the fuck you're saying. She has to see how she feels talking to you and interacting with you. Right? So with that being said, why wait around for women to give you choosing signals, which isn't going to happen that often anyway, but why wait around for that when you still have to go and approach and talk and interact with her anyway, right? And so what happens is that the woman has to choose you again. So really the actual choosing happens in the interaction, which is why you need to just go up and approach. So it doesn't matter if she's, looking at you, not looking at you. If she's, walking beside you or walking towards you, if she's walking beside you, just walk with her and start talking. If she's coming towards you, right, and you see her coming towards you, right, you talk to her when she's like maybe a few feet away from you so you can get her attention and say, hey, miss, how you doing? Let me talk to you for a second, and have her stop and y'all talk for a second, right? If she's interested in talking to you, she will stop. If she's not, she will keep walking. You understand what I'm saying? Right? If you see a woman that's, like across the street or, far away from you, you don't have to fucking run and you know what I'm saying, and run after her, right? But if you're walking in that direction, you catch up to her, whatever, then say what's up, say how you doing and start having that conversation, right? See, what a lot of you guys don't get is this, right? When I talk about how the women has to choose you in the interaction, is that sometimes what happens is that the woman realizes that she's feeling you while the interaction is happening. And she would have not known that unless you approached. So that means that a woman could see you, right, and think nothing of you. Like you're just in her vision, in her peripheral vision. She sees you, let's say, walking, towards her, whatever, but she's not really checking you out. She just sees you. Like she probably looks at you once and then she's walking in your direction, right? Then if you stop and approach and talk to her, right, and you're having a conversation, she's gonna be like, oh shit, this guy is on point. Like I like this guy. Like, and then you're saying, hey, put my number in your phone, and she's ready to put the number in the phone, right? Always look at it like this. I was talking about this before. Let's say if you were at an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? You're at this all-you-can-eat buffet. You with your friend, and then your friend's like, oh, you should try out this food. And you weren't even paying attention, and you didn't even really see it on the goddamn, like, in the tray or whatever. And you're like, what the hell is this? And they're like, yo, just try it. You know what I'm saying? Just take a bite. Just try that shit. I'm telling you, you're going to like it. So you weren't even paying attention to the food. You're looking at the food and you're like, it's okay. It's whatever. But then you eat it and you're like, oh my God, this is the most delicious thing I've ever fucking tasted in my goddamn life. Right? And what happens is that as soon as you got a taste of it, you realize that you liked it. So when you approach women and you talk to them, they're getting a taste of you. They're getting the experience of interacting with you. And they're like, oh my God, I like this motherfucker. Or, oh my God, I don't like this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. It's not about sitting there waiting for women to give you signs and signals and, you know, them giving you the cues and all that other goofy shit. No, you have to approach and create the situation for her to experience, for her to want to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do that because, see, for most of you guys, most of y'all are not going to have women giving you choosing signals on a consistent basis. And when I say choosing signals, I'm talking about like real choosing signals, not like some shit where, you know, a chick just caught eyes with you for 2 seconds and isn't looking at you anymore. I'm talking about a chick, she's like staring you down type of shit. That's not happening on a consistent basis for like 98% of niggas. It's not happening. Sorry. I know y'all wanted to rely on that, but sorry, it's not happening. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why, you know, what you got to understand is that you got to approach. And even if that does happen, you still got to approach, and then you still have to interact with her and get chosen again. So how about we cut out the middleman and cut out the whole waiting for the fucking choosing signal? Cut out the waiting for the woman to give you the cue. See, all the stuff you were listing in your email, you know, was a lot of like fear. It's like, oh, but you know, she has her headphones in, and or she's doing this, or maybe she's doing that, and she's doing this because she doesn't want to be approached. You got to understand something. Women want to be approached and talked to by the guys they want to be approached and talked to. But guess what? You don't know whether or not you are that guy unless you go and approach. Get it? So, how do you know you are the guy that she wants to approach her? I don't know. This is a crazy idea. This is a crazy idea. How do you know if you're the guy that she wants to approach her? Crazy idea, guys. Just go and approach her and see. You know, just go and approach her and see, guys. It's that simple. But Locario, she's gonna reject me. I don't want to be. So? And you know what I mean? Like, either way, you're going to have to approach. So even if you said, man, fuck that shit, man, fuck that, Locario, I'm gonna just wait for choosing signals, you know, and wait for her to give me the choosing signals. Okay, cool. Wait for that. Great. Now you got one chick that gave you a choosing signal in the past 2 months. Now you still have to go up to that woman, and guess what? She can still reject you. And a lot of times what'll happen is she will reject you because she's not feeling the experience when she's talking to you. So even if a girl gives you the choosing signal, quote unquote, by checking you out and giving you, you know, all that eye contact and looking you up and down, when you go and approach, right, you could sound like a goofy ass nigga, and then therefore she ain't gonna want to fuck with you. That's why I always try to explain to you guys, just like this is what I talk about in my books, in my book, Looks Don't Matter, where I say there's a difference between physical attraction and sexual attraction. So a chick could be giving you choosing signals because she's physically attracted to you, right? She's like, oh, this guy looks good, right? And then you approach her, and then y'all are interacting with each other, right? And then she realizes, okay, this guy's fucking lame. You know, I'm just not feeling him, right? So she is not sexually attracted to you. Even though she thought you looked good, she's like, yeah, he looks good, but you know, whatever. You understand? Now, if she's like, oh, this guy looks good and I'm checking him out, and then you go over there and y'all are talking and she's feeling it, then she's sexually attracted to you at this point. You understand? But the problem is that a lot of guys are relying on, you know, women giving them a sign or some shit because they're scared. So what I'm telling you guys out there is this, is you have to go and approach. Don't worry if she got headphones in, tell her to take the headphones out. You understand what I'm saying? I've told the women that, you know, plenty of times I see a chick with her headphones in, I walk up to her, and then sometimes I just start talking and she'll just take the headphones out because I'm talking and she's trying to hear what I'm saying. Right? There have been times I'm on the train and I look at the girl, she looks at me, or I'm, looking down at her, I'm standing over her, whatever. She had headphones in, and I gesture to take the headphones out. So I take my hand and put it to my ear, and I'm, pulling, like acting like I'm taking headphones out so she can take her headphones out so I can talk to her. You understand what I'm saying? So take control of the situation and do your thing. All right. So stop being scared. Stop waiting for all these choosing signals. Stop waiting for the woman to give you a sign. You just got to go do that shit. All right. So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to mr.locario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.